Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel and welcome to another weekly reading vlog. So today is Monday, June 24th, and I am this much into Kingdom of Ash, and I have been reading this book for so long. I am definitely in a slump, possibly because of this book. So there's that. Like in the last 2 weeks, I read like 250 pages or something. So yeah, definitely 100% in a reading slump. I'm gonna try to get out of it. I don't know if the best way to get out of it is to be reading this book though, because it was the one who got me in it. So I don't know if it's gonna be the one to get me out of it. I am thinking of starting the third book in the Robert Hunter series because it's like mystery thriller. It's violent, it's gory, it's fast-paced, it's like addictive. You know, I'm sure I'm going to be like very into it, very intrigued, very, you know, just wanting to know what is happening. So yeah, I might start that actually. Like I don't have the book here with me, but I do have the audiobook on my phone or on my laptop, wherever I open the app. And I mean, I also do, I think, have the ebook, and like if I don't have it, I can get it. So yeah, I might start that. Not entirely sure because yeah, I'm at my parents' house because today is a holiday. Like in the city where I work, not here, but where I work is a holiday, so wasn't gonna work. So since it's Monday, I just stayed here a day longer. And yeah, I'm gonna go back to my place later today. And yeah, I mean, I do have the book there, but also, again, I have the audiobook and possibly the ebook here. So yeah, I might start reading that. I also might try to keep going with this because, you know, I would like to finish it and finish the video for this book at some point, you know, at some point like soon. So there's that. Yeah, I don't know, but I will try to get out of my slump because I don't like being in it. And what else? On Wednesday, it's the last game for Portugal in the like group stage of the Euro Championship thingy. And I am gonna watch it with some of my colleagues, and I am very, very excited for that. And it's also my dad's birthday on that day. And yeah, I was gonna go out with a friend on Saturday, but then I was like, wait, if it's my dad's birthday on Wednesday, like I need to be here during the weekend to, you know, celebrate since I'm not gonna be with him on Wednesday. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm actually not gonna go out with her anymore, but we have rescheduled to a later date. So yeah, still excited about that, excited about the game on Wednesday. Not excited about having to go take care of like some documentation and like adulting kind of shit on Thursday. That does sound terrible. Don't like being an adult. Really sucks. But yeah, I do have to do that as well. And yeah, hopefully I will get out of my reading slump. I want to finish this book this week. Like I would love to finish this book this week, but the motivation is like underground, honestly. Like there is no motivation right now because I'm not loving it. Like I'm not hating it, I'm liking it. It's overall a positive experience, but definitely not as positive as I was expecting it to be. Yeah, definitely not loving it. So yeah, I don't know, but I would still love to finish it. Like I'm gonna try my best to motivate myself to do it, because if I don't motivate myself, no one else will, you know? So yeah, there's that. And yeah, I think that's it for now, and welcome to the vlog. hello, it is Wednesday, a week and 2 days after I started this vlog, because I'm still in a slump. I'm still not reading. I read like 50 pages last week and 0 pages this week. I'm on page 595. I think I was on page like 540 or something like that. So yeah, haven't really read. The slump is still going very strong. And yeah, I mean, honestly, like last week, not that this is like a real reason for me not to read, but last week was exhausting in terms of like socializing, because, well, Monday was a holiday, so I was, with my parents. Then on Tuesday, a friend of mine came over to watch a football game. Then on Wednesday, I went over to a colleague's house. There are people screaming outside? Sure. I went to a colleague's house and there were 4 of us to watch a game, like the Portugal game. And then, okay, on Thursday, I didn't actually socialize like outside of work. But on Friday, I went to have lunch with another friend. And then on Saturday, I was planning on literally like doing nothing, just existing, possibly reading. But my best friend texted me like, you want to go to the movies? And I was like, sure. But not only did we go to the movies, we also had dinner afterwards and then went to a bar. So exhausting. And then on Sunday, it was like my dad's birthday lunch. So once again, being out and about and doing things. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure like what day I read, but either way, it doesn't matter because I didn't read almost anything. And yeah, still feel the same way about the book. I am not excited about it. I only care about Manon's chapters because they're the only ones where anything interesting is happening, like interesting to me. The rest, like, there is a whole war going on, there are battle scenes, there's action, but at the same time I'm pretty bored. So there's that. And even Manon's chapters, like the last chapter, her interaction with another character, didn't like it because I don't like those 2 characters together, because I don't like the other character, but I especially don't like them together. But yeah, it's going. I think 60% in. It's, yeah, this much. Not going great, but it's going, sort of. And so yeah, I was actually planning on possibly reading on Monday, like this Monday, because, I mean, Portugal was playing, but after that I was like, okay, I'm not going to be doing anything, so I might read. But actually, like, a friend came over to watch that game, because he was supposed to come over on Tuesday to watch like another random game, but he did come over on Monday, and we watched the game and we had dinner, and then like he stayed over and we watched like a show. So yeah, I think he left at like midnight or something. So yeah, I didn't read after that for sure. And then yesterday, I don't really know why I didn't read. Like, I don't have an excuse, I just didn't read because I didn't want to. And yeah, honestly, this week I'm also very tired. I mean, not that being tired is a reason not to read, because like I'm always tired, I'm perpetually tired, but I usually still read and like read quite a lot. But yeah, I'm really like deep in a slump and I don't know how to get out of it. I mean, I know how I could get out of it, by reading another book that's not this one, but also I want to finish this goddamn book, at one point, eventually, would love to. So that's just happening. And tomorrow I am planning on going to a cat cafe with a friend, the one I had lunch with last Friday. And she's the one that works like kind of close to me, so we're planning on like going to the cat cafe after work. And I am very, very, very excited about that. And then on Friday, Portugal plays. I'm not gonna be able to watch the first half of the game, I think, which I am very, very sad about, because they play the game starts at 8, and Friday is the day that I go back to my parents' house, and I usually get to my house at like almost 9. So that is, you know, why are people yelling? Like, what is happening? It's literally midnight. Like, what are people doing? Anyway, I usually get home at almost 9, so that is like the first half of the game gone, done, passed. So yeah, I'm probably not gonna watch it, and I also can't leave work like any earlier because I'm gonna be at the biobank, so I'm probably gonna leave work later than usual because the biobank takes forever. And I'm very sad about it, especially because it might be Portugal's last game in this Euro. Yes, I am that confident in them. Totally believe in them. They totally got this. Yeah. And yeah, that's it. I have no plans for the weekend, I don't think. So yeah, tomorrow I'm actually probably, once again, not gonna read because like I said, I'm going to the cat cafe with my friend, and I don't know when we're gonna get home. I think it closes at like 7:30, so probably around 7:30. It's like really close to my house. So yeah, there's that. Then we'll have to have dinner, and also I have like a video call tomorrow night, probably. So once again, probably not gonna want to read after it. I have no motivation to pick this book up. Like, I could read right now because like I'm not gonna go to sleep yet for at least another hour, probably more. But yeah, I'm not feeling it like at all. I'm not feeling it at all. Like, I could feel picking up another book, like the one from the Robert Hunter series. Like that one, maybe. Like, should I? I don't know, because if I read that book, I'm just gonna read that book and not this one, like until that one is over, and maybe I will pick another book up and like not read this one, and like, you know, in infinite cycle. So I don't know what to do, because on the one hand, I want to read like books that I'm enjoying so I can get out of my slump, but on the other hand, I feel like if I don't just push through this book, I am never gonna finish it. And it sounds like I'm hating it. I'm not hating it. I just feel nothing about it, which is almost worse. Like, I like the first 20-ish%, but then the rest I've just been kind of bored, and that is not a good feeling to have. But that's it for now. I will try to read, and I will also try to update the vlog because I haven't updated in over a week. So, I mean, also I had nothing to update, so that's why I didn't. But yeah, I'll try to read, I will try to update. Hopefully, like, Friday nights, that would be ideal. If not, then like Saturday. That's what I'm aiming for. So, fingers crossed. Hello, it is Saturday and I just finished filming my wrap-up for April, May, and June. And yeah, you know, the sadness of just having read one book in June, but it is what it is. And speaking of reading, have I really read? I mean, I have, but like not much. I think I read like 80 something pages. So yeah, I'm on chapter 81, page 681. So yeah, definitely still have a lot of pages to go. I have like 300 pages to go, which is something, you know, but I mean, I've read, didn't read much, but I've read also. This book like matches my dress like very well. But anyway, I've read, like I said, 80 something pages, so don't have much to report without spoilers. I do have to say that there is a character. I mean, we were following like two characters that I don't like. I mean, one of them I'm not supposed to like, the other I'm supposed to like, but I don't particularly like them. But I was following them, and actually they have a very interesting dynamic. I enjoyed those chapters way more than I expected. And like, I was really enjoying it while I was reading it. But once again, when I put this book down, I just don't feel the urge to pick it back up, which is what put me in a slump. But yeah, I'm gonna try to read some of it today. I mean, I read a bit on Thursday and I read on Friday. And I'm definitely gonna try to read a bit today. And I think I mentioned that I was going to a cat cafe with my friend on Thursday. And that did not actually happen. And that made me so sad. Like, honestly, on Thursday and Friday, I was unlucky. Because, like, first of all, my friend was like, actually, I'm not going to be able to make it to the cat cafe. And that was devastating. That honestly ruined my day. So, yeah, that was that. And then I was leaving work to go catch the subway to go home. And, you know, I'm getting to the stop and I see that there's a subway there. Like, stop, doors closed, lights off. And I was like, that's weird. And as I get close, I see that there is, like, you know, on the screens that say, like, how long it will take for the subway to get there, it was saying that, you know, the subway was not working, like, that one was not working, and so there was, like, no subways going through, like, the last stop to the stop after mine. I was like, okay, sure. So I walked to the, you know, next stop where it was already working, and the thing is, it was like a hell kind of hot that day. It was so hot. I was sweating. And like, it was like almost 6 p.m. and I was sweating so much because it was so freaking hot at that time, and I had to walk all the way over to the other stop, which sucked. And then, yeah, the subway was so full because it was the people from like 3 stops at one stop. So that sucked. And then I got home and there was like the biggest spider ever on the ceiling above my bed. And I was like, why do I have to deal with this right now? And I have like very tall ceilings. I can barely reach it with like I was on top of my bed. I had like a Swiffer on my hand, which is, you know, long as hell. And I barely reached it. And like, yes, I am very small, but still. So yeah, that was that. And then when I went to sleep, I found an even bigger spider. Like, what is happening? But I haven't found any, like, I didn't find any spiders yesterday. So maybe I ended them. I hope I have. And then yesterday, I was at the biobank all day, which sucks. I complain about it every week. And so I usually get the 7 p.m. train on Fridays to come home. And if I got the 7 p.m. train, I would get at my station, like at my stop, at 8:10. And the game that I wanted to watch, like Portugal's game, which sucked, we don't need to talk about it. It was started at 8, so there was no way I would be able to watch like the first half, because then I would still need to get home. And yeah, I tried my hardest. Like, I ran out of work. We slayed and finished like pretty early. It was only 5:10 when it finished, which almost never happens. But yeah, I like ran to the subway, got home, like I just dumped everything into my suitcase. I got out the door, got in the subway again, going to this train station, and one stop before the train station, the subway is just like, it just stops, and instead of, you know, opening the doors for the people to leave, it just stays there, like, with the doors closed, and everyone was like, what the hell is happening? Like, hello? And then after like 5 minutes, the doors opened, and, you know, people of that stop, like, they got out, other people got in, and then the doors remained open for like 2 or 3 minutes, and then they stopped, and then they closed, and we're like, okay, finally, like, I'm getting very late, because I was already, you know, on a time crunch, and like it moved for half a second and it stopped in the most abrupt stop I have ever experienced, and just stay there, like, once again with the doors closed, and everyone is like, what is happening? And then like someone on a speaker says that due to an anomaly, we were gonna have to remain there at that station for some time. No idea how much time. And I was like, that really sucks because I'm already very late. But then they did open the doors and like we could get out of the subway. And like if I went by subway, like that stop and the train station stop, it would be like 2 minutes. But I had no idea when it was gonna start working again. And I had like 10 minutes to get to my train. And I looked on Google Maps and it said it would take me 9 minutes to get there. But I still needed to like, get my card to get my ride. And I was like, that's very like close and, risky. But also if I stay here, it might take like half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours, I don't know, for this to start moving. So I almost ran, once again, hellish kind of heat, and I was almost running, and I made it in 7 minutes instead of 9, and so I did get to the train, but oh my god, like I was dripping sweat. It was horrible. And then I got home and I did watch the game, and honestly I wish I hadn't. So yeah, it is what it is. And now we're here. I filmed a video. I haven't filmed a video like in here for like 2.5 months. So that was interesting. And yeah, I think I mentioned that, I don't know if I have, honestly. I'm gonna go to my place at like 5 a.m. this morning because my mom's going to the airport. So we're just gonna take her, and the airport is in the city that I live. So it makes no sense to go there like twice in the same day. So I'm just gonna stay there. And yeah, like if I did sleep, I would have to wake up at 3, and there was no way I would be able to fall asleep before 2. So like if I slept for 1 hour, I would feel way worse than if I don't sleep at all and only sleep at like 5 something when I get home. So I think that is what I'm gonna do. But it's gonna suck either way. But yeah, I hope I can read some of this today. And also tomorrow. And honestly, I just want to finish this book. I just want to get this over with so I can move on with my life. Also, I've been reading the book, but not like the physical book. Like I have been, filming the chapter starts, chapter numbers, whatever that's called. I don't know, my brain is not working in the physical book, but I have actually been reading in my ebook because I don't know, like this got me in a slump, and honestly, I have no desire to actually pick this book up, even though it's like really pretty. I don't know, I've just been reading in my ebook, and that's what's been working, sort of. Anyway, I've been talking for 10 minutes, and before that I was talking for like 20 or 30. I'm gonna shut up, I'm gonna eat because I'm hungry, and then I'm gonna try to read something, or maybe I'll just watch YouTube. That is the more likely scenario. But yeah, I'll talk to you on Monday to wrap up the vlog. Hello, it is Monday and I have great news, and the great news are that I finished Kingdom of Ash. It only took me like almost a month and a half, but I finished it. And I read, I think 180 pages yesterday, which is the most I've read also probably like in a month and a half. So that happened, and actually I cried reading this book. I think it was on Saturday night. Yeah, I cried. This was the like 3rd book ever in my life that made me cry, just because like the only character I like really care about was suffering like a very traumatic experience, and like everyone that they cared about was suffering as well, and they were just like kind of powerless to do anything about that, and it broke my heart. And also I realized last night that like my period is coming in like 4 days, so maybe that's why I'm extra sensitive, because I mean I do love the character, and like what happened was extremely painful and horrible and traumatic, but maybe I wouldn't have cried otherwise, because like I said, this was the 3rd book ever that made me cry. I don't really cry with books, so maybe I wouldn't have cried, but I did cry. That's what matters. And yeah, from like the point of where I was when I last updated, from that point on, it definitely got like so much better. Like things were actually happening, like exciting things, insane things, sad things, happy things, I suppose. So even though I was bored for like 500 pages, the last like 250 or like 300 maybe were so good. So, you know, I don't really know what to do about that. I'm not entirely sure I'm gonna rate it yet, but the video for it is only gonna come out in like 2 weeks, I think. So I definitely have time to think, but yeah, I'm definitely confused, because I did really enjoy the beginning. I loved the last 250 to 300 pages, but the rest I was really bored with. So yeah, I really don't know what I'm gonna rate it. I don't know what I feel about it. Yeah, very mixed feelings for sure, but I did finish it, and I am very, 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 very happy that I did finish it. Also very happy that I read like almost 200 pages in a day. And I mean, I only read that much because, like I said, it was insane, the ending. Like I could not put it down, basically, which is a great feeling, a feeling that I haven't had in a long time. But yeah, I finished it, all 980 pages of it, and I finished the series, which is crazy. But yeah, it's done, it is over, and yeah, this was the only thing I read during this whole reading vlog and for like the past month almost. And yeah, during this vlog I read 441 pages, which is definitely not a lot. It's definitely not as much as I would have wanted, but like I said, I read almost 200 pages yesterday. So, you know, I would like to keep that going, but yeah, I'm not gonna say that I'm out of my reading slump, because like reading for 1 day is not being out of a reading slump. But I'm definitely very happy that I did read that much and that I finished it. And yeah, that's it. That's the end of this weekly reading vlog. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you have enjoyed it, and if you did, give it a like and subscribe, and I will talk to you next time. Bye!